Hello.
And welcome to episode whatever of the Robbos Gobcast podcast with me and Ryan. And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and in the words of Unai Emre, good evening. I don't care. I'm carrying on
We're
with this.
bored of it now.
I don't care. This is happening. This is a thing now.
You said
Um,
you'd do it until we're bored of it, and we're bored
and,
of
then,
it.
and then I said I couldn't give a shit. I'm carrying on. So welcome to whatever episode we are on today. Today will be discussing the Blackburn Rovers game, and we will be building up to the Coventry game Friday night, first live Sky Sports game of the season. How could it go wrong? Anyway, so we're building up to that, but first, let me take a selfie. I don't think I've ever done that before.
Restart. Stop. Restart.
I would like to, but that means me editing, and that's just not going to happen. It's just not happening. So welcome. Don't forget to go and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Discord, Spotify, Apple Music, Soundcloud, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you get notified when one of our podcast/vidcasts. I think we need to discuss if we're going to call ourselves podcasts anymore because we just bang out videos all the time now. But we will discuss that near the time. Go forward. But it is absolutely, and we're recording this, and I'm looking outside my window. It's absolutely pissing it down outside. How are you getting over you? You pissing it down over you?
Nah, the sky's a bit grey. It has been raining, but at this moment in time, it's not.
It is absolutely.
I'm gonna show you actually. Can you see directly across the road all the birds lined up on?
If you're listening to this, Ryan just showed out of his window where there is about 20 birds in a line, I reckon.
Oh, more than 20.
Yeah, 20, 30 birds in a line. I mean, he's not talking about women either because he can't get any. So I think that's probably the first dig I've done at you, and it's taken me 3 months. More to come. More to come. More. It's happening a lot more. And Ryan also doesn't like me when I do the podcast, when I do the thumbnail, and there's a certain photo he doesn't like, so I'm using it more often. Just because I'm an arsehole. That's about it. Are you actually counting the birds?
No.
For fuck's sake, you're counting the birds.
67.
Jesus. If there was 2 more, that would have been interesting. 69, lol. But right, let's get into the Blackburn game. We've had enough laugh and chat. I have to say as well, don't forget as well, before I go on any further, that Monday we released the podcast with Courtney and me and Ryan, where we built up to the Blackburn Rovers game and we discussed the Rotherham game as well. So if you just want to hear thoughts.
First of all, should we just talk about our predictions?
No, not yet.
But it goes into the game.
What, the prediction for the Blackburn game?
Yeah.
Right, hold on. We'll go into that in 2 minutes. I'll do this bit and then we'll go into that.
Okay.
Tuesday, we released a podcast talking with second-tier podcast host Ryan Dilks, where because he keeps saying at the moment that Reading are a mid-table team, I wanted to have him on and discuss what's his thoughts behind that. Why does he think that we're going to be there? And give him some facts. Not go into go, no, you're wrong. We wanted to throw facts in front of him to see what he come back with. As well as yesterday or today when you guys are today we're recording it. Yesterday for you, fuck me. Yeah, on Wednesday we released a podcast with a general podcast where we discussed the Premier League, Formula One, WWE, UFC, boxing.
Everything.
Yeah, we did a general.
We just talked a load of rubbish
for an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half. Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. We went on. I uploaded it and I went, holy crap. So
80s.
before we get into it, and before we get into all of the Blackburn, you said you want to go through, get into Blackburn, get into fuck them up. Let's get into the predictions. I've got the predictions in front of me.
Well, Courtney's prediction was good for about 7 seconds.
Did you see what he tweeted? He did the best tweet I've seen. It was after 7 seconds. He goes, "Well, my prediction's wrong by a mile." I saw that. That was quite good. So, Courtney's was 0-0. You went with
1-0.
I went with 2-0. I was the closest. I win. I decided.
No, you told me that you don't get points for being close.
Yeah, but I do. I do because I have nothing. But what was I doing? So yeah, so let's go through the starting 11. That's what I was going through. I've had a complete brain fart for about 2 minutes just then. Absolute brain fart. So let's go through the starting 11. We all predicted before the game that we didn't predict, but we predicted. Well, we did. That there wouldn't be that many changes. We thought that Jao would come back in. We thought Elise would come back in. And we thought Holmes wouldn't be back in yet, because it was a hamstring injury. That takes a couple of weeks to get back into loser Tony. So this was the team, Mr. Ryan. Are you ready? Raphael, Estevez, Richards, Moore, Morrison, Reno and Laurent, then Semedo, Elise, Mate and Jao. And on the bench was Walker, McIntyre, Gibson, Watson, Aluko, Tetic, and Puss to the Cass. When you saw that, how did you feel?
When I first saw it, I looked through, and right. In fact, I'll say it easier. One of my mates messaged me literally 10 minutes before the team came out and asked what I thought lineup would be, and I said the only change would be the only two changes would be Puskas for Zhao and Semedo for
Jaria.
No, I didn't say Ajaria.
I can't remember what you said.
Elise, because Elise was on the bench, wasn't he? Against
Yeah.
So I saw the lineup and I thought I got it like perfect again, and then I looked again and saw Ajaria wasn't in there. And yeah, but I don't know. Not too surprised anymore, because he does tend to miss a few random games one at a time.
I've seen someone say, and I saw someone say that he said that he was injured, but when they did all the tests, there was nothing wrong with him.
Don't believe a second.
No, I don't believe that. I think that's someone just stirring shit.
Yeah.
Because when you're on a good run of form, there's always someone that wants to stir something. I think there is something wrong.
I think it's just a slight knock.
And I think it might be a slight knock, but at the same time, it's going to be tiredness, because he played Derby. Then I think he had a little rest. He had a little injury break there. But then he's played 3 games in a week, in over a week, maybe 4 games in over a week. I'm not being funny to anyone. And he doesn't get subbed off either. Hardly ever gets subbed off as well. So he plays 90 minutes nearly every single game. So for me, I wasn't overly shocked. And when I saw people saying about him, and when I saw someone, I think Stuart, I love Stuart, who come on the podcast, I do love him. He put on there that might be him pushing for a move in January. I don't think it is. I think Ajaria is very happy where he is. He can see where we're going, and everything.
If he wanted to leave, he wouldn't have signed. He had opportunities not to.
Yeah, he could have stayed at Liverpool and just forced his way into another club. So I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't annoyed.
No, I thought it was still a very good team.
Yeah. I was very much happy with the team, because I thought, and I saw some people say, well, it's not good because we haven't got any creative, and with Elise, and we've only got Elise as a creative part. Semedo didn't do very well against Rotherham. Why is he starting again? He didn't have a very good game. Mate just can't be dropped. Jow was obvious. I think he was going to come back in anyway. Because Puskas didn't really do much. But Puskas is always good to come off the bench if we need to as well. I have no woes in our strikers this season whatsoever. So for me, I wasn't worried at all. And I also was very confident about a win as well, because I looked at their results and I spoke to you. I think I spoke to both you and Courtney about Blackburn.
Yeah, I almost texted you yesterday as well, saying the closer I got to kick off, like the more confident I was getting.
Yeah, because I looked through their previous results. We went through their previous results before. They beat Wickham 5-0. They beat Derby 4-0. But then this is the bit that I was the most confident at. They drew against Cardiff 0-0, lost to Nottingham Forest 1-0, lost to Watford 3-1. Then they beat Coventry 4-0, and then lost to us. Obviously lost to us. If you haven't seen the result already, why are you here? Go and watch it, and then come back. I'll give you time. Welcome back. So that was one of the things where I looked through the previous results and people were like, "Oh, they're the biggest goal scoring team in the league, and they scored the most goals." Yeah, but who against? Teams that are in the relegation, that's going to be in the relegation zone, fighting for relegation at the end of the season. This is a Blackburn team that do well against shit teams, but when they have an actual challenge, they fold like a biscuit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Blackburn will be up there at the end of the season, though. There's no doubt about it.
I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. If they don't sort out their goalkeeper situation or their defence, they won't be up there.
I don't doubt that they will.
I think that their front three is good. Okay, it's good. Good front three. Harvey Elliott. I rate him. I think he's a very, very good player. People don't like him. Okay. Adam Armstrong, really rate this season. But at the same time, he does this, Adam Armstrong, as well. In previous years, he goes on like a streak and then just stops. And then he just goes back to not scoring and not doing much. I think, is it Ben Brenton or being Brenton for former Nottingham Forest youth player that I think he was sold to Blackburn for 7 million at one point. I think he's a good player. And I look at that team and I go, right, this is a...
You're also missing out the likes of Bradley Dack, who's yet to come back from injury.
But I'm not a big fan of him. I don't get the hype with him. I get it in certain games, and he does love a good Love Island star, but with me, I don't get his hype. I think he's a good player, and I think he's a very much a mid-table, top-end championship player. That's about it.
They've also got a very good manager.
Oh, yeah, I love Tony Mowbray. He's an excellent manager. I love Tony Mowbray. I do. I think he's one of the most underrated managers. Maybe the most underrated manager in the championship. I'll tell you what. I want to go. Remind me to go on about other championship scores at the end of the game. But at the end of this, but there was a result I want to talk about. But yeah, I love Tony Mowbray. So let's get into the first half. And boy, was that a first half. So after 7 seconds,
9.
I think, is it 9? Is it officially 9 now? Okay. So, and I think I saw that actually. You are correct, young man. I think I saw it was quicker. We scored a goal quicker than the actual 100-meter dash. Here we go. The 100-meter world record is 9:58. Yaku Meite's goal against Blackburn was 9:55. In our 149-year history, this could be the quickest goal Reading have ever apparently. This is what they've tweeted. They've ever scored.
They tested it. They put on Twitter a side-by-side of what is actually our quickest goal. And it's literally like 0.2 of a second.
What is our quickest goal then?
Jimmy Kebe against West Brom. It's our quickest
league. This is no. Kebe was FA Cup.
No, I know.
Oh, but he goes here. The 100. We got ever. Oh, okay. No, they fucked up there. Kebe was against Burnley.
West Brom.
Why do I think he was always Burnley? I must have a fascination with Burnley, I swear. So let's talk about the first half. First goal.
I thought we were really bad for the first 6 seconds.
Yeah. I was like, what is that long ball doing? Right. The first question I have is there's 2 questions I have here. One, that's a KSI glitch, kickoff glitch. That do you remember KSI when he used to do Road to Division 1? Right. If you remember it, that is the KSI glitch, as what it used to be called. Secondly, what the fuck was their keeper doing?
I have no idea.
I watched it back and I missed it. I missed the first. I'm not gonna lie, I missed it. I when I'm not at a football stadium, I can't sit and watch a game fully. I have really bad like anxiety, and I have to be moving or doing something. I have to be doing something when I'm not at a game. So I was sat setting up FIFA, and I went for a wee. And I come back and I just see them running off, going, yay! And I went, we haven't even fucking kicked off yet. What's going on here? And then I saw the highlight on Twitter. Right. So right. You explain the goal. Actually, I can explain it while I watch it because it was that fucking quick.
Right. Kick off. Perfectly executed 6-yard pass back to Mike Willis. Played a long ball over the top. Joe was chasing it into the area. It bounced off the back of the Blackburn defender's legs, straight into the path of Mate, who dropped his left shoulder to get that gap in front of him, and he passed it into the net.
So I'm going to watch it now while we do this. So it goes back to Elise, pumps it absolutely fucking miles. Goalkeeper's already half out of his goal, hits the back.
Goalkeeper's gone to...
Jow, no, actually, no. Jow flicks it for a
No,
little... He does. I've just watched it. So what happened is Elise's gone over the top. It's hit the back of the goal. Jow has just done a back flick to Mate, who has then just passed it into the bottom corner with their no keeper whatsoever. I didn't even see the Jow flick the first time I watched it. But yeah, Jow does a rollback flick on there as well. It is amazing. So Elise grabs the ball. I'm watching it from behind the goal now. From Elise, bump up to the top. Defender runs away, hits the back of her heel. Jow flicks it back, and Mate scores. Fucking absolutely excellent. And then about how long was it? I gotta completely get this right. So
2 minutes 40 they scored.
2 minutes. So 1 minute, something. 2 minutes. 2 minutes 31 seconds later, Adam Armstrong scores. I think.
Great finish.
Yeah, great volley. On the half volley, I think, as well, wasn't it? Was it on the half volley, I think I saw?
I think so.
Yeah, on the half volley, great. And then, right, I want to appreciate Elise's finish for a sec, okay? Because he ran through, and if you think about normal players before, let's think about some players that would have been in that situation before. Not only did he skip past one player, then one player come, I think, diving in 2-footed as well to stop him just before he shoots as well. As it goes in. But then he has the composure to slow himself down before he shoots, watches the goalkeeper, and slots it. And I mean beautifully into the goal. And if this was this time last season, I'm going to do this a lot this season now because I can't believe the big change that we've had. If we had that situation like this time last season, we would have missed that. Or the keeper would have saved that. And at the same time, we would have been 1-0 down by then. Because I don't think we would even have the chance to score that first goal this time last season. What do you think? Before you take a big sip of water.
Well, last time we played Blackburn, we were 2-0 down by that time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think the most deserving goal scorer...
I'm going to say, actually, just about that Elise goal as well. The ref has done a very, very good job.
Yeah, he played advantage beautifully.
Yeah.
He did play advantage beautifully there. I saw someone put on Twitter, and I want to get your opinion on this. Is Paunovic and Laurent the best summer signing that Reading have done? Because if you think of...
this summer or ever?
I think they put ever. I'm not a big thinking of that, but...
I wouldn't say ever, but he's up there. but there's definitely a couple. Because I think Michael Morrison and Raphael both free transfers last season
Yeah.
in the summer.
Yeah.
Mate, obviously now looking like
It's just I'm not shocked. I am actually quite shocked by Lawrence's performance. But what a finish. Nice right-footed curl into the bottom right-hand post for it to go in, but excellent goal as well. And I don't think there's anyone more deserving. Maybe more. And maybe Liam Moore as well, that deserves a goal more than Lawrence at this moment.
Yeah, considering we don't have many shots, we have a lot of goal scorers.
I also want to point out as well that when the third goal went in, that was Reading's third shot of the game. So we had 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals at that point. Are we the most clinical team in the league? In all 4 divisions ever?
27% of our shots have led to goals.
I saved that. I saved that record, that post that you talked about earlier, just so I can bring it up later. Yeah, exactly. 27% of our shots, and then they got another one, which was a good finish. I missed that goal because I was having a poo. I'm not gonna lie. The Blackburn's second.
Oh yeah, another really good goal.
Yeah, I missed that. I was on the toilet.
Defending could probably have been a little bit better, but he's done very well to find that bit of space in front of Morrison, I think it was, and then just guide it into the bottom corner.
And then, okay, I'm going to say this now. This was not acrobatic goal like Mate's was. But Gel's goal was absolutely sublime. I can't get over. He
made it look so easy.
He made it look simple. Do you know what frustrated me as well? Is this morning, I'm not going to lie to you, I got my daughter to go in goal because I got a goal in my garden. I got her to go in goal. I got in the position that Gel got in and I tried it. And let's just say 3 of those footballs are in different gardens. I'm not going to lie.
He didn't even shoot. He passed it.
Yeah, it was a pass. It wasn't a shot. I'm saying it now. It wasn't a shot.
How have you got 3 balls in someone else's garden?
Yeah, I might have. Yeah, I didn't do very well. You can see why I was a goalkeeper. You can see why I was a goalkeeper defender, not a striker. It was all. My partner was watching as well, and she went, "The fuck are you doing?" I'm being Lucas Jow. God damn it!
You're fucking shit.
That would have been I'm Bamford in disguise. That would have been last season's Bamford, I'm telling you. But what an absolute goal. So I want to read you some stats. Okay. Are you ready for this? Get your rock on hard on ready. So Reading had 34.4% possession during this game. They had 5 shots in total. 4 of them were on target. 3 of them were goals. Blackburn had 13 shots, 6 on target. And let's just also say as well, Raphael pulled some absolute sublime saves as well in that game as well. He kept us in that to keep it a 4-2 in the end. Moore and Morrison had their lesser good game, but they're not going to perform excellent. Really try and use long words on this podcast, and I just never can. This is a stat I want to tell you. So Blackburn passed the ball or attempted passes 620 times, and they completed 533 times of it. They got 86%. Reading attempted 327 passes and completed 237. If you say but XG one more time, I'm going to go. While we talk in a sec, I'm going to let you go on a rant in a minute because I'm going to set you up for a rant. Right, this is this as well. Blackburn had 13 key passes. Reading had 3. Blackburn had 2 clear-cut chances to Reading's 1. This stat is brilliant, right? Reading attempted 8 crosses. Out of 8, how many crosses do you think they completed?
I think it's either going to be 8 or 0.
Choose.
8.
No, they got none. That's brilliant. That is absolutely. We did 25 dribbles and completed it as well. 3 corners, recoveries 54. We made a lot more tackles, interceptions. They got more. We blocked more. We made more clearances. We made more headed clearances. We same amount of aerial duels, but they won them more. Raphael made 7. Fuck off. Raphael made 4 saves. He made 0 catches. Saved it 4 times, never caught it.
Didn't need to.
So if you think about, on Instagram Live last night, me and Adam picked our man of the match. And we also announced it on Twitter and stuff as well. Who was your man of the match?
Semedo.
No, don't pick what we picked.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh Lawrence.
No, okay. You're ruining now. You ruin it now. You just ruin life, don't you?
Why is it? Is Semedo or Josh Lawrence?
Yeah, we went for Semedo. I can't find XG. Hold on. Carry on talking. Make talk. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop putting up the sign that says but XG. Where is... Okay, I can't find this now. Yep, I can't find it. I don't know what it is. I found a website the other day that could show me all of the XGs. Results. Here we go. XG. The match between Blackburn Rovers and Reading ended 4-4 win for Reading. Adam Armstrong, blah 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 blah. The extra. Here we go. Bless you. Blackburn's XG during the game was 1.58. Reading's XG was 0.50. We're the famous RFC and we're going to Premier League.
I don't even understand XG.
No, I don't get it either.
I don't care.
Nor do I. I couldn't give an absolute hoot, to be honest. It's just part of the banter now, isn't it?
So for all you XG experts out there, it's irrelevant, is it?
I thought you were going to say something else then. I thought you could say all you XG fans, fuck you.
Well,
and that.
Potato, you know.
Okay, right. So yeah, on last night's live, not last night for you guys, the other night on Instagram Live, we do after every game. Me and Adam sat down and talked about the game, and we also discussed other things as well that's been going on the Twitter world, but we will not put that on the podcast because I don't want to give light to those people that try to do what they did. So they're irrelevant to us now, and we don't give a shit about them. So we said last night on Instagram is if you take the performance that Semedo did against Rotherham, it wasn't a very good performance. He didn't really do much and he was quite poor, and it was a bit okay. What is that saying, my beard, or was that just grey hair? I really fucking hope it's not grey hair. And we discussed that, and we also looked at Elise did good for the goal, but Semedo got 2 assists. He ran a lot, and he really did cover a lot of ground, and you could tell he's not a cam or a winger, but he's one of those players that I think has got the work ethic and has got the mentality to fit in Paunovic's plans. I think that's why Paunovic agreed to this loan, was because of his mentality and his work ethic more than anything else. It's good to see Tom McIntyre getting some minutes as well. May not be as a centre back, but
He's not a centre back anymore, is he?
I think he has the actual shit. I knocked something off then. What I knocked off is I'm going to say this for my birthday in August. My daughter got me a picture and she coloured it in herself, and she put #1 super dad. She wrote Daisy there. So I love that present. But yeah. I was going to say Tom McIntyre, centre mid. I think that could be much better for him. I think because of his defensive attributes and defense minded, he could do very. What are you laughing at?
I didn't see, but did you see Tom McIntyre put on Twitter last night? Literally just tweeted the word XG.
Did he?
Yeah.
Goat.
It might be edited, but it's in his Discord.
Oh no, he didn't tweet anything on Twitter.
Did he not?
No, he didn't do anything on Twitter. What did he put on his Discord?
No, somebody put in his Discord like a tweet and just the XG. Oh, where does it? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong Discord now. I'll just turn it around and show you. Just that. Can you see that?
Excellent. But
And he replied to it saying, "Haha, sucking the lands in."
I think he could be better as a centre mid. I think he might be a player that could play multiple positions. But I want to read something to you as well. Not read something to you, but tell you something. So 4 players have more than 4 goals combined in the Championship this season. Adam Armstrong has 8 goals this season in the Championship. Ivan Toney has 8 goals in the Championship this season. Tyrese Campbell has 6 goals in the Championship this season. And Lucas João has 5. So João is in the top 4 strikers. And we both said at the start of this season as well, before the start of the season, that we think Lucas João would be top goal scorer this season if he stays fit. Didn't we?
Yeah.
And to anyone watching, anyone to listening, he's nodding.
Did you not hear the rap?
No. Yeah. Anyway. Right, let's move on to the Coventry game, shall we? How are you feeling?
As I said before, the Blackburn game, it's impossible to win 7 and draw 1 out of 8 games, conceding 3 goals all season and not feel confident.
And welcome back. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a mad 5 minutes of trying to work stuff out, and Ryan took my shine. So Ryan's just going to read out now the history between, because he stole it, the history between Reading and Coventry while I go and search something. Over to you.
Right, we've played them quite a lot. I ain't going to do the maths quickly, but we've won 27, drawn 17, and lost 18. We haven't played them for a while. The last time we played them was the 11th of February 2012. If you want to go back to the last time we lost to Coventry, that was the 19th of February 2005. And that season, I believe they done a double over us in the Championship, the 04-05 season. Since then, we have played 10 games against them, and we have won 5 and drawn 5. Last one was, like I said, the 11th of February. We beat them 2-0. Before that, it was 3 draws, 1-1, 0-0, 0-0. Then it was a 3-0 win at the Medeski and a 3-1 win at the Ricoh Arena. And that was the last time we won away at Coventry.
When was that?
That was the 31st of October 2009.
Jesus.
Which is a bit of a coincidence because what's the date of our game? 30th of October.
Dun, dun,
It would have been the 31st.
So, okay, I can't find what I'm looking for, and it's really frustrating me now, and I'm getting angry. So Mark Robbins, to all the people that are who is the here we go. This is what I was looking for. So Mark Robbins used to play for Reading at one point as well. He come on loan when he was a Leicester player in the 1997-1998 August. I've just read the stat. Is right. So he come on loan in August the 29th, 1997. The loan ended September the 26th, 1997. He lasted a month at Reading. That's amazing. Didn't even read the stat before. Huh?
That's a normal thing.
Not anymore. It was back then, but not anymore, which is quite funny.
So it was a normal thing.
All right. Him as a manager has played Reading 5 times. He's lost 4, drawn 1, and has never beaten Reading as a manager in 5 attempts. He also has XG of. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So going into this game as well, what do you think the starting 11 is going to be?
No one went off injured at the weekend. Yesterday, did they?
Nope.
But it's a quick turnaround. I think, and I hope that Ajari will be back.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't think there will be too many changes.
I think Estevez will stay in.
Yeah, I don't think Holmes will be back just yet. And like you don't fix what's not broken. We say it a lot, but
Semedo may drop out for Ajari.
I think Estevez will have enough in his
young legs,
enough in his locker that he will be able to play a third game.
Yeah, so let's talk about Coventry for a sec, shall we? Their form going into the game is they drew against Barnsley 0-0, lost to Bournemouth 3-1, lost to Brentford 2-0, drew with Swansea 1-1, lost to Blackburn 4-0, and lost last night to Middlesbrough 2-0. At the moment, they are 4th from bottom.
21st.
They have 8. They've played 8, won 1, drawn 2, lost 5. They have a goal difference, which, if I'm correct, is the second worst in the league, behind Wickham. Where they have a goal difference of -10 after 8 games. Reading have a goal difference of +12, which is the best in the league. Just saying. How do you think this game's going to go then? Do you think this is going to be a Rotherham type of game? Do you think this is going to be a Wickham type of game? Or do you think we're going to play exactly like we did the way we did against Blackburn?
I don't know, because I don't know how Coventry play, to be honest.
I'm going to Google it. Carry on talking.
I know they're not a bad team. I did watch them when they played QPR on a Friday night game. I can't remember when that was. But I thought they were very unlucky. They got, obviously, Dom Hyam that come through our academy.
Yeah.
And I think it will be a case, like, I think as we speak, Paunovic is going to be watching videos of how they play and he'll set up how he thinks necessary.
So I've had a little look, and they don't like to have possession. But
They don't?
No. For the past 2 games, they've had less than 30% possession. Less than 35% possession. Blackburn game, they had 33% possession where they lost 4-0. They only had 3 shots. 1 was on target. 1 was off target. 4 was blocked. And last night when they played Middlesbrough, where they lost 2-0, they had 46% possession, but they don't like to shoot because they had 3 shots on target, 1 goal, 1 off target. 2 games in a row where they've only had 3 shots in the
Yeah, I
game.
think it's going to be another one like Rotherham.
What you think? Pressing?
I think we'll let them have the ball, press them high, and just know that they're not going to be able to do much with it.
Okay. Okay then. So we're both going to go for the same sort of starting lineup anyway, and do that. Right, score predictions.
We'll keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And I reckon
Out.
it will be comfortable, but it will be scrappy at the same time. I think it'll be a case of it will take a while to get the first one, but once we get the first one, we'll get a couple more. I reckon 3-0 again.
I was thinking that. I was thinking 3-0, but if I go 3-0, that's just cheating. I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at where they are in the table, and I'm looking at some of the stats that I've read. So they're above. The only team they're above is Derby, and the team that they below them is. What am I on about? The teams that are below
Derby, Wycombe,
Coventry, Wycombe, and Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. And if I think about the Rotherham game, yeah, we won 3-0. Wycombe, that was just a really weird game. But if we look about other teams we played as well that are above them, Cardiff 1-2-1. We just beat Blackburn, who are 12th, 4-2. We beat Watford 1-0. I'm trying to think of any other teams have gone past. Middlesbrough drew. I can see this going down, either be 3-1 or 4-0. And I'm not taking Coventry. If people say I'm taking Coventry lightly, I'm not taking Coventry lightly. I just think by what I've read statistic-wise, and what I've come across is I don't think that they're going to do anything. And that's what worries me. With Rotherham, you know that they're going to ping it into the box. You know there's going to be a few headers. They're going to do stuff. Barnsley, you know there's going to be a high press. Oh, fuck it, 2-0.
It's going to be either 4-0 or 3-1, but I'm going to say 2-0.
Yeah. I talked my way out of going 4-0. Just in my brain. I talked myself out of it. Because I was thinking I've underestimated a lot of teams before. And I'm going to admit this now. I'm underestimating Coventry now. I don't think they're going to even touch us. I don't think they're going to do a dent into us because I feel like we are so superior in every sense on the pitch to them that I just can't see them doing anything. I say that, and I know that they're going to do that. That's why I'm going for 2-0. Yeah. 2-0. It's going to be interesting. It'd be good to see Reading on Sky, proper Sky, for the first time this season.
And last season, probably.
No, we were on them at Christmas Eve. No, Boxing Day. Boxing Day.
Oh, yeah, of course we were.
QPR. But we weren't. I don't think we were on telly after that. I don't know. We're never on telly. We're underappreciated by everyone. Which is fine by us if we keep winning. So yeah. So it's going to be an interesting game. I've talked my way out of a 4-0 win for some reason. But I think we're going to win, and I think it will be comfortable. And I think we will be seeing us stretch our lead to maybe, if results go and get with us tonight, yesterday with you guys listening, we could be 10 points clear by Friday.
Yeah, I can't believe that Bristol City Bournemouth game. Can you?
No.
The one that was on last night. As you're watching this, the one that was on last night.
Oh yeah. No, nor could I. Unbelievable, Jeff. It was unbelievable, Jeff. I was really wondering where you were going with this, by the way. I got so confused where you were going. Oh, look at that. Nottingham Forest lost again. Oh dear. But the game I want to talk about, there's 2 games quickly before we move on, finish the podcast, bless you, is Wycombe versus Watford. What a result there for Gareth Ainsworth.
Yeah.
Can we see your face, please?
One of my mates was watching it, and he said Wickham were much the better team.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm happy Wickham have got some result. I hope they do stay up. I'll tell you what, they look so Wickham had 32.5% possession, but they had 14 shots, 6 on target, compared to Watford's 13 shots and 4 on target.
I liked what they put on Twitter.
What, Wickham? I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
You know the show Pointless?
Yeah.
They put a picture of the cover from Pointless and said new season cancelled.
That's brilliant. And the other game I want to talk about, which I'm very, very surprised about, QPR. They got Barnsley got one. Was it 3-0? 3-0 in the
3-0.
I've just seen it. I've been searching it. I just found it. Anyway, so they lost 3-0 with Rob Dickey getting sent off, if I'm right. He wants to have a special guest show on here, don't you, little Robbie? But no, so that was the result I want to talk about, because what I said the other day on Tuesday, for you guys watching this on the second, when we had the second tier podcast, Ryan Dilks on, was I said, now that, what's his name? Who was the Barnsley manager?
I can't remember his name.
Because Tim Della loved him. Absolutely loved him during commentary. I can't remember his name now. But when they lost him, I predicted Barnsley to go down, because I didn't think they would do anything because of how influential he was on their performance and what they did. I thought they would just shut up shop and die, but QPR look like the team that are shutting up shop and die, and they don't look like a good team whatsoever this season. And they brought in quite a few players as well. If I'm correct. Did I just see no Tellez? Is he not playing today for United? I can't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, so QPR at the moment, where are they in the table? Let's have a look. I want to laugh at them. They are 18th.
I was going to print 17th without looking.
Okay, they're 3 points off relegation zone. If Derby win tonight, then they will drop down to 19th. But yeah. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you ever so much for everyone joining. There will be 4 videos next week, but a little bit more staggered out for everyone and not just all thrown down your throat. Like we did this week. It's been quite fun, I think, in a way. A bit hectic trying to get all of the links and everything to do all the social media stuff. But recording it, I think Monday's episode with Courtney was the funniest episode we've done, with Ryan's rants. And then Tuesday was quite a interesting one where we had second tier podcast on. Wednesday was quite fun as well, where we discussed Premier League, WWE, and other sports as well. We did a general roundup of everything that's going on. And today, for you guys that are watching or listening to this on the Thursday, because there will not be now a podcast there won't be another video or something for you to listen up until Monday. Because we're not. But next week, so here's the schedule for next week. Next week, we're doing one on Monday with Courtney, hopefully, where we release that to review the Coventry game and a build-up to the Preston game we've got coming up Wednesday. And then there will be a normal podcast, or the general podcast, on Wednesday. And we will also release a special podcast as well, talking about the Preston North End game. I think, I can't remember, on the Thursday. And then the Friday, I don't know if we've got another game. We'll see how it goes. I'm not saying what days we're going to do anymore, because it always changes because things happen. So there will be 3 or 4 podcasts or videos for you guys to watch or listen to next week. So thank you guys ever so much for joining. Thank you to everyone for your support during what happened on Saturday and moving forward. Thank you for all the new people that have subscribed. Thank you to all the new followers and everyone that's liked everything that we do. We do appreciate everything. Me and Ryan have spoken. We are going to be making some changes that we want to set out for the long-term vision for this podcast. We're going to try new things and see how it goes, but not going to happen just yet. I say that, and I'll do something over the weekend. But we're going to go and sit down and have a discussion with the others and see what they think as well. But thank you guys ever so much for joining and helping us out and growing us as much as you are. And we will see you guys on Monday, I think, hopefully. Bye. Say fucking bye, dickhead. Bye.
Bye.
That's the most unlethargic. But I haven't even. I've ended recording. Oh no, I haven't. I have said. Fuck me. I'm the most unprofessional twat going.